Hey, what's up, edgelords? My name is Danger Von Danger, and welcome back to Just Boot. Before I begin this video, I just want to quickly talk about the response to the last video, which has been amazing. A lot of people watched it and shared it, and I got a lot of really nice and supportive comments, and I just want to say how disappointed I am in all of you for letting that happen. I don't know if you've noticed, but we don't really do the whole nice and supportive thing around here. We don't build each other up. No, we tear people down. We talk mad shit, and most importantly, we cyberbully. So if you enjoy these videos, then thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and you can show your support by giving this video a dislike. I think if we all work together, we can get this video to 100 dislikes. And if we do, then I might consider making a Just Boot for Drag Race UK, maybe? Oh, and also in my last video, I asked y'all to roast me in the comments, and some of you, like, really went for it and got real deep and personal, so thank you. I'm gonna read some of my favorites at the end of this video, but for now, the library is open once again, so feel free to leave me a ton of hate comments about how much my look fucking sucks. And who knows, maybe I'll read yours in the next video. What a treat that would be for you. What privilege. And with all that bullshit out of the way, let's get to bootin'. Alright, entrance looks lightning round. Did Madeline even change outfits from the promo? This honestly looks the same to me. Also, I went to her viewing party for the premiere. She wore this exact same thing there too. Who's a one-trick pony now, bitch? God, I fucking hate a nude delusion. You know you're not fooling anyone when your armpit looks like a scrotum. YOVSKA looks like if that ghost from the beginning of the live-action Scooby-Doo movie had an inbred cousin. Either that or if Abora was a throw pillow. Do you want ants? Cause this is how you get ants. You know what this doesn't get you? Past week 1. Oh my god, I'm so bored. Next. We get it, you smoke. She's dressed like it's the 4th of July at Fire Island, and she lives on the ferry. Oh my god, I'm so bored. Next. Is Maxi gonna be blue every time? Is that like her thing? Fucking hell. If Smurfette were an even bigger whore. We get it, you smoke weed. Hey, next time you put staples in your face, how about you staple your mouth shut? Whew, Talia. Victoria Black has a dark, hard shadow. Just like that lace. Damn, MySpace represent. And didn't we have a blood on the dance floor member last year? Also, her skirt looks like the carpet at a bowling alley. You know what I mean. Google it. Tell me I'm wrong. Alright. That was cute. That was fun. But now let's finally get into what we're all here for. The floor show. Can I just say first that I cannot stop laughing at the boulets in these headpieces. They're basically neck braces. Like, they can't rotate their heads in them at all. This is what you put on your goth dog when he gets neutered. It's like wearing a chastity belt, but for oral. And them not having wigs on makes it so much funnier too. They look like Fabergé eggs. Alright, it's time for the floor show now, so let's check out this lineup of supervillains. It's kind of like Suicide Squad, except the one that wants to commit suicide is the audience. First up is YOVSKA. She's a goofy goober, rock. She's really trying to hypnotize the audience, huh? It's the only way she's gonna convince us she deserves to win this show. Calm down, Molly Moon. No one's scared of you. Does this even count as makeup? Because it kind of just looks like she got her face painted at the state fair by Erica Clash. And these materials just make no fucking sense. I mean, like, her torso is like a latex xenomorph, but then like the bottom half is a 3rd grader's art project. How hard is it to put some stars on a piece of fabric? Gah. Hey, you're no Betsy Ross, girl, I'll tell you that. And why are YOVSKA's looks always so lumpy? Like, no matter what she does, she always has to have that big link sausage wrapped around her. I get that she's going for Tranimal, but she kind of just looks like one of those rabbits with all the tumors. You know what I'm talking about? Look at that. Ugh. Like, ew, but also so sad, right? Poor thing. Anyway, YOVSKA has failed to mesmerize me in either sense of the word, so as a big floppy boot. Next up is St. Lucia. Is this that Us movie? Cool flower crown. Did you have fun at Coachella? Did you see Beyonce? Basic ass. Genuinely no effort from the waist down, huh? There's like literally nothing to look at, except for the tiny little ankle strap. Oh, bless. That's like 2/3 of your entire look that is just completely blank and boring. Give us something. Anything. At least, like, pull one of your nuts out so we can be like, oh, look at that. Though to be fair, I think I'm asking too much of St. Lucia to do anything remotely interesting, as that would be a completely new concept to her. I think St. Lucia might be my meh of the week again. And not only for this, but also for the entrance looks. That's 3 mehs of the week in a row, and we haven't even gotten past the first challenge yet. Now that's an accomplishment. It's probably the biggest thing she's gonna accomplish in the show. and perhaps throughout her whole career. And I have to ask, what is your superpower? Is it the knife? Is it that tiny little knife that you brought? What superhero are you gonna fight with that? Smaller knife man? I feel like supervillains are known for having these like oversized doomsday weapons, right? And you went to a pawn shop and bought a switchblade? What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna circumcise people? Whatever. I'm just glad that she didn't lick it, because God knows I'm getting tired of that. It's still a boot. Up next is EVAH Destruction. Well, it looks like she's the annoying Disney gay of the season, and not Madeline. Huh. Gross. In the critique, she's like, oh yeah, just inspired by Disney villains, and like it's very Maleficent. Yeah, no, we got it, girl. It's not subtle at all. It's like Maleficent meets Ursula meets the Briar Patch at Splash Mountain. The best thing about this costume is that it doubles as a life preserver. It's an added bonus when you make an entire look out of pool noodles. I can't imagine this costume would be very efficient while fighting. She'd get all tangled up. All the hero would need to do would be to like tie her hands together behind her and then boom, automatic handcuffs. You know how in middle school you would tie a kid's shoelaces together so he would trip? It'd be easy like that. Oh, what? No one else did that? Just me? Because I'm an asshole? Yeah, alright, got it. And she must love those lightning bolt earrings. Really, girl? Twice in one episode? What, are you selling them on Etsy? Is this a paid promotion? You're about to drop a promo code with Isley NYC? I don't know, so smells fishy, y'all. Oh, sorry, I can't say that. EVAH gets a boot. Next up is Madeline Hatter. Aw, poor Miss Fame didn't survive the apocalypse. Oh look, Madeline's wearing big red hair. Who'da thunk? She looks like the hormone monstress for emo kids. Again, I'm confused what her actual superpower is supposed to be. Like, does she just stab people with her tits? I bet those are also useful for, like, hanging up her laundry. And doesn't it kind of look like, just a little bit, like someone jizzed on her face? Like, seriously, what is that? Like, I think someone jizzed on her face. Hey, maybe she really is a hormone monstress, huh? Well, nice try, Madeline, but no amount of jizz can save you from a boot. Next up is VIOLENCIA. For someone whose entire personality revolves around how much she loves to eat, she sure doesn't have much junk in the trunk, huh? That's too bad. I can't believe she went with such a stupid concept. I mean, doesn't she know what's at stake? She really does love her raw meat, huh? At this point, she's just begging for that E. coli. Oh, sorry. I actually meant salmonella. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Smarty McSmartface. I mean, it's a cool detail that her nails are knives, and oh, and she's licking them. God damn it. You know, I've been sober all month, but these are the rules. I have to drink now. VIOLENCIA, it's all your fault. You've ruined my sobriety. I know you're watching, by the way, so thanks a lot, bitch. It was actually really smart of her to wear this cape that's just like saran wrap. That way when she gets sent home at the end of the episode, she can just like wrap herself up and take herself to go. VIOLENCIA really thinks she's pulling a Lady Gaga meat dress moment. Ugh. And in front of Fifi, of all people, laughable. That is a boot. Lady Gaga, please, bitch, you're not even Lady Maga. Yeah, that's a real drag queen, by the way. She gets a boot too. Just like her whole life gets a boot. Fuck her. Up next is Priscilla Chambers. Oh my god, we get it. You smoke. You know how sometimes villains will like throw down a smoke bomb and then disappear? With Priscilla, it's the opposite. If you see a big cloud of smoke coming, it means she's arrived. At least she classed it up and went with a cigar this time. You know, I've heard she has a thing for Cubans. That was a joke about her having sex with lots of Cuban men, by the way. Not about her eating Cuban sandwiches. That'd be a VIOLENCIA thing. Priscilla loves smoking just as much as she hates drawing eyebrows. And cut me a fucking break with this lazy-ass America theme. Absolute lowest hanging fruit for political commentary. Does anyone else think America bad? So true. Oh my god, you're so fucking smart. And for a supervillain, you sure just look like some Republican hillbilly going to ride their dirt bike in their backyard. So yeah, Priscilla Chambers, you get a boot. Just like how Trump deserves to be booted out of the White House. Wow, so true. You should replace Trevor Noah. For the record, I do hate Trump, and I do think he should be booted from the White House, okay? We got that? Alright. I'm not secretly Lady Maga. Up next is Louisianna Purchase. Didn't Madonna already do this look for erotica? Is that your evil superpower? You're just sexy? You're gonna jack everyone off? Yeah, and then Madeline comes in, and then she catches the jizz on her face. So it's a duo. It's like the Wonder Twins. But instead of the shape-shifting thing, it's just you getting jizzed on. I know this part where she like reveals her ass is supposed to be sexy, but doesn't it kind of look like she's just bending over to fart? That would be a much more entertaining superpower, right? It'd be like Wario's Final Smash. And it would fly on Dragula. Like, Foxy got top 3 in the Wrestler Challenge for being shit-themed. The judges said her look was villain, but not super villain, which I get. It's very Catwoman without the cat and without the tits, again. Dita Von no teats, more like Eartha no tit, Halle barely any tits, and Hathaway too flat of a chest. Ah yes, because nothing says femininity like an uncensored nipple. Boo. Next up is Maxi Glamour. Isn't this RuPaul showing up to Pyramid Club in the 80s? Well, at least she's not blue anymore. I don't know if this is better, but at least it's different. Take a hint, Madeline. What the fuck is glued to the side of her head? Why? She was like doing her makeup and was like, it's almost there, but it's missing something. What if I put garbage on my face? This lacy material is also such a weird choice. Like, she looks like a giant doily. I'm gonna throw her a bone and say that maybe her concept was that she was a villain that just finished fighting a superhero and she lost. That would at least explain why her costume is all bent up and falling apart, and why her makeup is flaking off, and like why she's just generally so low energy. And she has the nerve to stand up there and be like, ooh, well, I made it all myself out of cardboard. Really? You're gonna try to pull that out to impress Fifi, of all people, who made this look out of cardboard? Laughable. Baby, this is Dragula. When you fuck up a challenge, you don't get a pat on the back for trying. You get murdered. You know, mostly I'm just disappointed that she survived the skydiving challenge. I mean, I think it would have been a huge improvement to this look if she were like splattered dead on the ground. Boot. Up next is Dahlia Black, who looks the same as she always does, except this time she put a D on her belt, so now she's a genius. What does the D stand for? Disproportionate? You came out with those huge titties and no ass. What, Victoria didn't make some pads for you too? And here she comes with the pixel whip again, just like in the promo. This whole floor show is a carbon copy of her promo, but in a different color. It's like she's a character on Smash Bros, and this is just one of her color alts. Man, compared to the first episode winners of the last 2 seasons, I think it's safe to say that the D might stand for downgrade. Or maybe disappointment. Or perhaps, damn, this season's gonna suck. Boot. Up next is LANDON CIDER. Is this another fucking Disney thing? Please kill me. What, did he murder Ursula for this collar? And then murder Jafar for the facial hair? Oh, and if you take a look at this close-up, you can see that he also has jizz on his face. It's like stuck in his mustache. Oh, you know what? Actually, he's got jizz all over himself. What's going on here? Is there a deleted scene that we didn't see? Was this like the second half of the mini challenge? Like after Madeline won and Landon lost, they like brought them both backstage and just jizzed all over them. I like that despite having so much detail like here, he just opted for a plain pair of black leggings. He knew they were going to be in drag for hours. He said, no ma'am, I want to be comfortable. I think it was highly unnecessary of him to smash the ball on the ground like that. Now you've gone and made a mess on the stage. Now there's bits of glass flying everywhere. That's a safety hazard. Like, come on, you did not have to go all Citizen Kane like that. Yeah, that's right. I make classy references too, okay? It's not all just jizz on her face jokes. Sometimes I reference classic cinema. And you know he didn't clean this up himself either. Ugh, God, that poor unpaid set PA that had to come sweep this up afterwards. Man, you know, this is the most villainous thing that's happened during this floor show. It's not really evil, but just inconsiderate. Anyway, LANDON CIDER has effectively ruined lesbian tentacle hentai for everyone, so for that you get a boot. And finally, Hollow Eve. I think Hollow should keep pulling until their face rips right off. That'd be an instant improvement. This one has got to be the most useless supervillain in practice. Like, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. And even if they didn't have staples in their face, they still have their hands tied up. Like, what are you gonna do if someone comes at you? Just knee them in the balls? And their arms must be so tired from being held up for so long, right? Though probably not as tired as her jaw from making the same facial expression over and over. So my favorite detail of this outfit is the piece of string that's just lazily wrapped around their waist. Oh my god, it's so awkward just dangling there. It looks like one of those hanging bead doors, you know, that like your pothead friends have. It's clear that Hollow bought too many strings for the face gimmick, and then they needed to get their money's worth, so they just slapped the extras anywhere on their costume. One last question, why are your legs yellow? Like the top half of you is very pale, and then the bottom half is a Simpsons character. You call yourself a drag socialist, but you can't even distribute your own skin tone evenly? Well, on the bright side, if the next extermination challenge is bungee jumping, then Hollow's got that in the bag. You just need to like stick a fish hook through her cheek and push her off a bridge. Man, I hope that happens. That'll be fun to watch. But until then, boo. Well, that is all of the looks from the first episode, so fucking thank God that that's over, so now I don't have to look at any of them ever again. Now we get to move on to a much more interesting topic, which is me. I know it's not fair that I get to just sit here and talk shit about everyone else, which is why last episode I asked you all to roast me in the comments, and you absolutely did that, so I'm gonna read some of my favorites. I admire your courage to sit in front of a camera asking to be read, looking like Mr. Tumnus just discovered what punk is. Wow, yeah, no, that's pretty accurate, I'll admit that. You look like the abandoned child from Pearl and a Goat. If that goat is Mr. Tumnus, then yes, I'd be inclined to agree. Spookiest thing is that Target desk lamp cord and switch in the middle of your shot the whole time. Alright, you know what, fuck you. Here she is again. Cord, just for you. I'm gonna leave her here for the rest of the video. Speaking of generic go-tos for alternative drag artists, take a shot for every safety pin in your jacket. You know what? That's fair. Cross-eyed Pan's Labyrinth never looked so good. Nice. The cross-eyed thing is so specific and accurate because it's actually like one of my biggest insecurities about appearing on camera, truth be told. So like, good for you for like clocking that and pointing that out. That's like a deep cut. That's impressive. Hey Dangeraf, I'm really happy to see that you stopped gluing oatmeal to your eyebrows. Hey, you know what? Fuck you. You look like Howie Mandel used Fred Savage's cum to wipe off his Little Monsters makeup. God damn it. I hate how accurate that one is. And I think that is a very appropriate note to end this video on. Yeah, we'll just give it one last jizz on the face joke before we leave. So yeah, bye everybody. Make sure to dislike this video. Remember disliking this one. Leave me plenty of hate comments about how ugly I look, and subscribe for more, and that's it.